Hey, Brittany.
Hey, JP.
You was about to say, hey, cuz.
I was. It's a habit.
About to expose us. Let me fix this. Let me get this right.
It's Giving Tuesday.
Is it?
It is. So, do you know about Giving Tuesday? Do you think people know about Giving Tuesday? Should we start off there?
Let's start there.
Let's start there.
Right.
So, Giving Tuesday is a global day of generosity.
A global day of generosity.
Yes. Global. That means worldwide.
Worldwide.
Yeah. The globe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
So, it takes place every year, the Tuesday after Thanksgiving.
The Tuesday after Thanksgiving.
Right. So we know Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday. And we just roll right into
Giving Tuesday.
Right?
Okay.
So if Black Friday and Cyber Monday are about shopping, then Giving Tuesday is all about giving back.
Giving back.
Right.
Okay.
And, the station. We love
CMP,
giving back.
CMPRadio Foundation. That they also used to tell me, P, stop giving everything. It's like, what do you mean? Like, that's what you're supposed to do. I feel like I've been blessed.
Absolutely.
Right? Just
you are breathing.
Through my walking through life, I was blessed.
Yes.
You feel me? Blessed to know the right people, blessed to be in the right situation, blessed to never compromise myself. On the other side, I compromise myself with a lot of other things, but we ain't talking about that, right? But blessed to be able to stand with my name intact.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, as much as I know, right? So I like to give. I like to, if I have it, you got it. Like, I've never been a selfish person. My mom used to think I was going to be a pastor in the church because I was always giving. Walking up to a homeless man, she just gave me $5. I'm giving the $5 to him, and she was like, "Why would you do that?" He needed. I got you. What I don't need the $5. You feel me? But I think later in my life, my cousin even told me, he was like, "Cuz this is not for you, man. You got too much of a heart. Like, you can't give away your stuff. You can't get the money and then turn around and go give the money to somebody else, buying kids pizza, doing nice things like that." I've always been a giver. Right?
I see that, right? And I that truly resonates with me because I feel the same way. Right. But I truly feel when you give, it comes back.
It does.
So,
but I don't give to receive.
Right.
I just give to give.
You give with a cheerful heart.
Right.
Right.
Love to give.
You give because I like to think almost sometimes it's in a selfish sense, right?
Yes.
You give because it feels good.
Right.
You give because to know you did your part, completes that circle when it comes to humanity, right?
Yes, it does. Yes,
it does. You put out in the world what you want to see and receive. And so if you're creating that image, if you're creating that opportunity, you are making that positive impact.
Right.
And for me, that's what it's all about. And so when it comes to Giving Tuesday, that's nothing because I give every day. But on this day, Giving Tuesday,
it's a little different.
It's different, right? It's more of an emphasis.
Right.
So when we think about Giving Tuesday, there's organizations that are asking you to give so that they can continue to give,
continue to operate.
And that's what we're focusing on today. All of the organizations that'll be on are organizations right here in the community.
Right.
They will tell you about what they're doing, how they're moving and shaking in the community, and give you the opportunity to give. But while they're doing that, we're also going to give to you.
Right.
So as a station, we will be giving away, how much, cousin?
$100.
$100
per interview with a different organization.
Absolutely.
So right now, during this interview with CMPRadio Foundation, we got $100.
Okay.
Right? We got $100 we can give out. And I'm not even on camera right now. I got something else on camera, so I'm going to bring myself back on camera.
Okay.
So you have to
I see him. I see that blue face.
Right? And I'm not giving out gift certificates. I didn't want to give out gift certificates. You ever notice with a gift certificate, you always have some money left on the gift certificate, and you can't really spend it. I don't care if it's $1, if it's $2. Like, damn, I ain't get my $400. No, I'm giving you a blue note. I got a couple of these. You feel me? And it's not just from CMPRadio Foundation. It's from each nonprofit.
Absolutely.
Right? And shout out to ReWorld for sponsoring some nonprofits that weren't able to pay.
Wonderful.
You feel me? So, yeah. We got it, right? So if you share, if you share, and comment on this live right now that we're doing.
What they got to do?
Like or love. I love everything. Okay. People say, I love it. Like, I'm proud that you're doing this. Like, I'm super proud of my city, right? I'm not that type of person. I used to be that person, that pessimist, that always thought about the worst I don't think about that no more. I'm going to give you this money, hoping that you do right with it. You feel me? Now, whichever you go do.
Wait. When we talk about doing right, what we need to talk about is keeping the money in the community.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's a whole other thing, but we'll get to that.
We're going to talk about, because that's your podcast that's coming out, right? Yeah. I worked it right in. I'm trying to tell you, I'm working it right in. I'm getting there. But no, this $100 right here is for a person that likes, shares, and comments on this live, right? And you want to know.
During every interview. So when we have, should we talk about who we will have today? I mean, I know we shared it out on social.
Right.
But should we talk about who we'll have?
Absolutely. Let's start with Health Educated.
Health Educated. Yes.
For 4:30.
At 4:30.
They're coming through here. Health Educated is coming through here at 4:30. Shout out to Dr. Kristen Motley for everything she has done for this community. I mentioned yesterday when I did the show that, she saved my life, bro. She made me go to the doctors after I had 2 strokes, which was crazy. She came to the hospital and checked on me and said, P, what are you not doing? And I didn't realize why. I was doing too much. You feel me? Like, I was working 2 jobs, trying to figure this out, dealing with the stress of not being able to provide and different things like that. That stuff weighed on me, and that weighed on me more than going to the doctors. So shout out to Dr. Kristen Motley for helping me out. We got the Cat Center at 4 p.m., man. Shout out to Tara Jones, man, everything she's doing with the Cat Center. You feel me? They got an event on Saturday the 6th as well.
Their annual gala. Right,
Back to the Future, the annual fundraiser dinner and art show. So listen, man, support the nonprofits that are in your community, supporting you. Who else we got? We got Making a Change group, man, at 2 p.m., man. Corey Long, Making a Change group, G-Von, everything that they're doing in the community, bro. Like, we didn't have as much violence as we typically have during the summer, and that is because of the work that they're doing over there at Making a Change group, G-Von. And, it's awesome, man. Yeah. Right. We got Bountiful Blessings supposed to be here at 11 o'clock. He's going to pull up when he pulls up. But, Mr. Dexter, Mr. Davis, he's done so much for our community.
Absolutely. And
he continues to do it. Major shout out to him. We have the good folks over there at the Tripoli Foundation.
Yes.
Shout out to Miss Pat, man. Helping children dealing with grieving.
But not just children.
Adults as well.
Yep.
She has a program for me. She keeps on telling me, P, you need to come through here. I'm like, Miss Pat, when I feel like I can handle that, right?
So most people think about, and I'll of course let Miss Pat talk about everything, but I think it's worth pausing in talking about the services that are offered. Most people think about grief in the sense of just loss, but loss isn't just a physical loss. You could lose a job, you could lose an income, you could, you could lose a relationship, you could lose a pet. Like, all of these things doesn't, take a moment to separate. It's like, oh, this loss is greater than another, right? It's about loss and how we heal and how we grieve. You can grieve a change of season, right? And when I say a change of season, I'm talking about like the change in a relationship, because everybody doesn't grow with you to that next season. So it's everything that Miss Pat is doing is amazing, and I can't wait to have that conversation.
Right. Shout out to everybody over there at the Tripoli Foundation. City Team, man. Chester City Team, they'll be here at 3:30 to talk about what they're doing in the community, how they help. Everybody knows City Team for giving out Christmas bikes and different things like that, but they are a bigger organization than just that.
Yep.
They do a lot year round.
They're on the other side of the coast too.
Yes, they are. Right, so they're helping our communities come together and understand the beauty inside of it, man. CMPRadio.net, CMP Radio Foundation is here for it all. Right, we don't want to be the place to come. We want to be the glue to keep everybody together. I just on the interview, I did a pre-recorded interview with Purple House. They're coming through. Yep. They'll be here as well. Circle will be here as well.
Yep.
Right. Guess what?
What?
Yeah, I didn't get their picture. Right. But I have their logo.
Okay.
Right. So I'll be quick.
We're
gonna make it shake, right? But again, to win this $100, man, $100 right here.
Every interview, so you have multiple chances.
And it's not just $100,
yeah.
right? It's multiple hundreds of dollars. But I didn't want to go and take the money out until we got done with this and we knew who we were giving the money to. Because I didn't want to have the money because, money in my pocket, money spent. You feel me?
Or money given away, because that's what we're doing today.
It's still money spent. Given away or spent in the store. I'm not buying anything. I don't need anything, right? But, I got Pico bill that's due. I might use $100 on that, right? So I didn't take any cash out, just for you. So share, and comment on this live. What are you going to comment on the live? You can comment, thanks for this information. You can comment, sharing. You can comment, that's what's up. You can comment, P, brush your teeth. You can comment, P, comb your beard. You can comment whatever. If you comment on the live, I'm giving you $100 to share. I think that is the easiest $100 you have ever made, aside from doing something illegal.
I would prefer people comment and tag someone else that needs the information.
Thank you. Tag somebody else that needs this information that we're giving out right now, right? For a chance to win $100. $1 million. CMPRadio.net, man. We are still waiting for our guests to get in here, but we're going to talk about what CMP Radio Foundation is doing, has done over the past year. Last year was a tricky year, right?
For a lot of reasons.
For a lot of different reasons, right? But, so I quit both my jobs, right? And I had to focus. I ran to the radio station for shelter. I was like a turtle. I poked all my arms in.
Well, I'm grateful that you found comfort in the station.
I did. This is, I guess, the safest place for me.
I love that.
Because it's mine.
Yes.
Right? So, I'm constantly, my cousin Kenya says all the time, you're one of the nicest people I know, but they don't know that other side of you. And I don't want you to ever show that other side of you, right? So, just take it and smile. And I said, it's getting harder. It's getting harder. It's getting harder not to explode, not to let people know how I feel. And she was like, no, you don't have to let everybody know how you feel, but let it out. Talk to somebody, right? So therapy was cool. Went back to therapy, talked to my therapist.
Now, I love therapy.
Man, listen, I don't live by it, but it is important to me, right, to be able to get my ills out.
So wait, let's really dive into this.
Go ahead.
So people, especially in the Black community, talk about therapy as if it's a negative thing.
Right.
But the girlies run to their girlfriends and
Don't
talk
they?
all the time, right?
And get bad advice.
Listen,
terrible advice.
Right. And
terrible advice.
That was my point, right? So I'm a female, obviously, and I can only share from a female perspective.
And I'm a man, so I can only share from a man's perspective. And I read to my homies when I was younger and got bad advice. Man, messing with somebody else. Fool with somebody else. Why you doing that? Don't be worried about her. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to do it.
And we know that
terrible advice.
It's terrible.
Terrible advice.
You end up in worse situations.
Worse situations.
And I'm not going to say that the girlies had bad intentions, because you only can give advice through your own experiences, right? So if I'm going to go to somebody who's in the same situation as me, how is that helpful?
It's not.
I need somebody that's been through the situation and is on the better side of it.
Or somebody that can see the situation for what it's worth. Right? They can look at the situation and say, I'm beefing with my boyfriend right now. I don't know. Well, go and talk to him. One thing I've learned through
but you got to be able to have
the conversation, right? Communication, right? Communication solves 99.9% of our issues that we deal with today, right? And everybody's not willing to deal with that. I think we got Mr. Davis out front. Let me go open the door for him, because continue on.
All right. So I absolutely am a fan of therapy. Get you somebody that you can talk to, and there's so many outlets right now where you can not just take up those opportunities through insurance, but if you're not having that guidance, if you don't have that sounding board, if you don't have those moments, I truly, truly believe that you are not investing in your self-care. So be able to have someone to give you that outlet and truly help you grow, especially through seasons. Like, you can't expect to grow and not put in the work. So if you're doing the same thing over and over, that's the definition of insanity, especially if you're expecting a different result. So try something new. I mean, I'm sure I could recommend some outlets for you as far as platforms to find the right therapist for you, because that's a big thing too. Finding the person that brings that out of you. And I will say, again, I'm me. I can only talk about me. I've been in situations where I was not honest with my therapist because I really wasn't ready to have those conversations. And those were the barriers that I faced. So if I want something different, if I wanted to be better, I had to be real. And speaking of being real, I have a really, really, really wonderful gentleman who is joining me. How are you?
I'm good.
I think you're more than good. I think you're amazing.
Well,
Because I know all the amazing things you do in this.
oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, Giving Tuesday, we already told you that we are hosting a number of amazing nonprofits to talk to you. And every time we do a new interview, we are giving away what, JP?
$100.
$100. So, what do they have to do again?
They have to like, share, and comment on the live, right? And I'm not playing. I'm really going to give you this $100. Like, so just like, share, and comment on the live. It's not that hard. It's not that difficult. Or maybe it is. I don't know. But we'll figure it out today. Today we have the privilege of talking to Mr. Dexter Davis. This man has been in this community since you were born in Chester, correct?
Absolutely.
So, man, I want to say 35 years, right?
Well, longer than that.
I was just trying to give you a nice age. I didn't want to, you feel me? But he has been here. He superintendent of the high school, of the school district, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Right. Like played football born and raised in the city of Chester, has a deep love for the city of Chester, and he has a nonprofit called Bountiful Blessings, and he's going to talk about what Bountiful Blessings means to him, what it's doing, the resources it gives, and Mr. Dexter Davis, I just appreciate you coming through here, man. You know, I always tell you, whatever you need from me, you got me.
And you've been consistent with that.
Right.
And we really appreciate that.
No problem. No
Definitely.
problem.
Thank you for having us.
All right, Brittany, do your
All right, let's
thing.
jump into it. So, Dr. Davis, let's jump right into the organization.
Okay, well, the Bountiful Blessing Foundation, which I'm representing here this morning, is a 501c3 nonprofit here in the city of Chester, of 5 years in the making. We were birthed out of Bethany Baptist Church originally, and we saw a need at Bethany to establish an entity, an organization that could enhance the life of our city as it relates to the various insecurities. Bethany Baptist Church is over 100 years old and was founded as a missionary church. So that mission to serve has always been there. But we felt that we were limited in what we could do as a church. So under the leadership of our senior pastor, Curtis D. Morris, and the support of our executive director, Nigel Davis, we were able to launch the Bountiful Blessing Foundation 5 years ago, and we've been going strong ever since. Our mission is to provide citizens of Chester and vicinity with support and services that will enrich the lives of those who are experiencing insecurities. So whatever I mean by insecurities is that we're looking to meet families where they are, whether it's food, whether it's clothing, housing, jobs, health. So we provide a variety of services to those individuals that are in need of support. So that's what we've been doing the last 5 years. And each year we've been able to do something a little bit more to help those that are in need.
Yeah, I've seen tons of giveaways from book bag drives to food drives. Mm-hmm. What I love most is the job fairs that you put on. Mm-hmm. So that's important, one, because it doesn't just help the individual, but it helps the community, right? If we are employed individuals in the community, we are paying our bills, we are spending our money in the community, and then we're empowering the community from an economic development standpoint. And in turn, we're solving a lot of the issues ourselves as the community.
You're right on point with that. And, so we do a lot, and we partner with a lot of individuals. But over the last year or so, we sat back and we said, well, what can we be doing? We're doing a lot, and we're making a difference, but there seemed to be an area that we felt that we needed to focus on, and it was that of providing job opportunities for the citizens of Chester. Chester is a city of about 33,000 individuals, and, jobs are hard to come by, and jobs that are able to provide a opportunity for families to meet the needs that they have. So we're focusing here lately on jobs, and we're really narrowing it even more. So this year we're going to focus more so on providing opportunities for our young adults.
Love it.
Yeah.
So when you say young adults, what's that age range?
Well, that age range can be anywhere between 14 and 30 years of age.
Okay.
Now, we're not excluding the adults. We're still going to do that. We're still going to have our annual job fair, but what we're going to be focusing on is to provide opportunities for young people to learn those skills that's going to allow them to be successful in the various job markets. And in addition to that, once we have helped them to gain those necessary soft skills, then we're going to provide opportunities for them to be actually gainfully employed.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so we're working with a lot of our employers and wanting to provide them with individuals that are ready to go to work and have the right temperament and an attitude to be successful.
So totally a holistic approach.
Absolutely.
So you're not just setting them up, giving them the job fair, but you're giving them the training, but also creating that space for aptitude to be able to be successful in that space.
Absolutely. And even with that, once they get the job, we want them to have the skills in order to stay employed. So we're going to be teaching them financial literacy, how to manage their money. When you get that paycheck, what do you do with it? How is that going to improve your situation? So we believe that's important also. So we're going to do that with a program, and we're looking to partner with the Chester Upland School District to do that.
Okay.
I mean, they're right there.
Absolutely.
And and we've had our job fair the last 3 years at Chester High School. Mm-hmm. So we're, in addition to the community at large being able to come to the high school and get jobs, the students, the juniors and seniors that are there, both at the STEM and at the high school, were cycled through the fair, so they got a chance to interact with the employers at the same time as the adults. And we thought that it went well.
That is wonderful. Yeah. Now, I'll say I've been following the job fairs back since the Leak Center. Mm-hmm. So you've been around.
Yes,
and I am so grateful for it.
Yeah.
And so I'm hearing all of these wonderful programs, all of the ways that you support and get back to the community. With all that you're doing, what is your overall goal for the organization?
Well, the overall goal of the organization is to have a measurable impact on the quality of life of the citizens of Chester. We want to be a organization that is known for helping to provide better opportunities for families in the city of Chester. That's our overall goal. So we're looking to be a resource. Mm-hmm. And that's what we do mostly. Our core value is that it takes all of us to serve all of us. So we understand.
Can you say that again?
It takes all of us to serve all of us. That's our core value.
Yeah. I love that.
And we believe that we do that through partnerships. So we haven't seen a partner we don't like. So if their mission aligns with what we're trying to do, we're willing to partner with those organizations because it's going to take a collaborative approach in order to solve the insecurities that the citizens of Chester are facing. So those partnerships have been with the Chester Upland School District. We're currently running a drama program at the after school program where
I wasn't aware of that.
Oh,
Tell me more.
Yeah. Well, the drama and this is our second year.
Okay.
One of the things that Chester was known for growing up when I was here was fine arts. Mm-hmm. And what I mean by fine arts, we had great choirs. We had an awesome band, which I was a member of a long time ago.
You're only 35.
I wish. But we had a lot of great fine arts programs in the district. Well, all of that has kind of dried up. And drama was one of those. I mean, in the early, I guess, the 70s and the 80s, Chester would put on the high school put on these major productions. Okay. Right at the high school.
Like similar to like Garden Valley and like the other districts. Okay.
Well, we did that. So we had those opportunities, and we had a beautiful auditorium. That auditorium is built for those type of productions. Well, that hasn't happened in quite a while. So we were able to partner with the school district last year to bring back a drama initiative after school, and we did small plays at the high school. Well, this is the second year, so we're going to grow that.
Okay.
So that our goal and our vision is that we're going to be able to have at least 2 major productions at the high school for the community, for the students as well as the community, for folks can come and watch their children perform, because we have a lot of talented children within the city, and we want to expose those kids to the arts. So we've been able to partner with a production company out of New York City, the Batson Group. So these are professionals. They've been doing off-Broadway plays and productions. So they are working with us to provide this opportunity as we speak for our young people in the high school, as Chester High as well as the STEM school.
Well, thank you for making sure our children get the best, because
They
that
deserve
is
it.
amazing.
Absolutely.
And you know, here at the station, we'll do everything to support you. So make sure you give us the information
I
so we
certainly
can
will.
promote it. We can make sure the community knows about what the city is, what is happening right here in our community, but more importantly, what amazing organizations like Bountiful Blessing is doing. So go ahead, continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so that's one thing that we're doing, and of course, we're tuned into various insecurities as it relates to food. We partner with organizations to bring food into the city, clothing. We have partnered with the Cradles to Crayons, which is a Philadelphia-based nonprofit. They have been hugely supportive of not only the Bountiful Blessing Foundation, but the Bountiful Blessing Ministry out of the church to provide diapers, coats, shoes, school supplies, anything that families would need in order to help them to navigate their various situations. So we've been very successful in doing that also, yeah. And then, of course, we partner with the ShopRite to provide opportunities for, and Cradles to Crayons to provide back-to-school activities.
Yep.
We do that every year, and we did it in Sun Village. We've been doing it the last 3 years in Sun Village because we felt the Sun Village area of the city was one of the areas that was not getting a lot of attention.
Now, we know about that.
Yeah.
We've hosted, we've gone all over the city for our Fusion Fridays. And Sun Village is one of the spaces that we make sure that we get to. And it's one of our most well-attended events because it's right there in the community. Community playground is essential for the development of a child, and I won't even get into all of that, but I appreciate that.
Yeah, so we chose that area, and it's been well attended. We've been able for the last 3 years to provide food and back to school supplies for over 200 kids and their families. So we're very proud of that. We've also in the past done a gun buyback, which we were able to take off the streets of just about 150 guns, which is something important. And
It is.
Again, we want to make sure that we do our part in helping the city become safe. And so it is a variety of things that we're doing. We're just scratching the surface. There's just so much to do. I always said, being a public servant in Chester, that there's always something to be done.
Absolutely.
There's work to be done. So we don't want to rest on our laurels. We want to continue to work with great organizations such as CMPRadio to expose our community to as much as we possibly can.
Well, thank you. And I know with all the wonderful things that you're doing, especially on a day like Giving Tuesday, when we're focusing on the generosity of the community, both on a global scale and a local scale, how can people get in touch with you? How can people give? How can people support? How can people volunteer? Because to be generous, we're called to be generous with our time, our treasures, and our talents. So you might have someone who can offer more training for those programs that you offer, be it job readiness or theater. We could also, there's a number of things that people can do, but what would you recommend? How do we get in touch?
Well, we would love for individuals to contact us at our website and our Facebook page are our primary vehicles for contacting us. You can contact us at the Be Blessing Foundation at gmail.com, or you can go to our Facebook page and be able to reach us. We have a donate button on there for anyone that would want to donate to our foundation. Again, we are a 501c3 tax organization. So if you donate, you're able to write that off as supporting us. So we just encourage the community, if you're interested, to reach out to us via Facebook or on our other social media platforms. We're looking to work with anyone that is looking to help us in our mission, which is to reduce and lessen insecurities of our families.
And that is a big burden to carry. So I want to thank you for taking that on in the way that you executed in such a thoughtful and consistent manner to elevate the job fairs into youth programming that will not only give them the skills, but help them be successful long term. I appreciate such thoughtfulness in how you handled that and created those opportunities for the community. Of course, I am a fan. I am a fan. But is there anything that you want to leave us with as far as any final words or anything additional that you want to share with us?
Well, I just would hope that, those in the community that are interested in helping us to improve the lives of our individuals and families in our community, we would love to work with you and partner with you. We're always looking to do something or provide an opportunity or a program that's going to make life better for our families. We are passionate about uplifting our children because, again, we believe that children, we hear the cliche, are our future. Well, I firmly believe that after being an educator for over 45 years.
But you're only 35.
Yeah, I know. The math is bad. I wasn't good at math. But just to be able to give our kids an opportunity to have a bright future, that's important to us. And we're willing to work with anyone that has those similar interests in mind to uplift our families and our children.
Well, thank you for being such a pillar in our community. Thank you for creating opportunities. Thank you for being a steward of great, because like I said, I've seen the work. I've volunteered. I've watched where Bountiful Blessing has grown, and as a resident, as a citizen of Chester, I want to say thank you. Thank you as the president of CMPRadio Foundation. I want to say thank you for coming and sharing all of your treasure with us, because this didn't come out of nowhere, right? Your work, your experience, and your love for this city created this. So thank you for bringing having and using all that you are to create this, and thank you for giving us the time to share it with the community.
Well, thank you for having us. And again, I am a fan of CMP Radio. I've watched John Pierre over the years and what he has done in this community, and he's been a strong voice for those that are disenfranchised. So that resonates with me, and so we're proud to be able to work with CMP Radio and the opportunity that we get, because we know where the heart is.
Yes, sir.
That's important.
Yes, sir. Can you give us your email one last time for the people out there?
Yeah, the email is beblessingfoundation@gmail.com.
beblessingfoundation@gmail.com. Mm-hmm. Yep. Thank you, Dr. Davis.
Much.
Thank you.
All righty.
It is always a pleasure.
My pleasure also.
Britt.
Yes.
How you feeling?
I am feeling good. What a start to today.
Yes,
It's Giving Tuesday.
It's Giving Tuesday.
Giving Tuesday.
Right, and you can give to any of these nonprofits. You can give to all of them if you can, right? But if you can't give to all of them, you can pick the ones that speak to you, the ones that you feel will help your situation, right? And let's go, man. CMP Radio.
Oh, wait.
What?
When we talk about give, we're not just talking about our treasures, right? And when I say treasures, I mean our finances, our coins. I am talking about we can give our time. We all have skills. We can give our talents, right? So taking the opportunity to give back in those spaces with our time, talents, and treasures, it's essential as well. So it's not always about the coins, but the coins help.
The coins definitely help. I know they help me. I know they help everyone else.
They do. They do.
Right.
But we might not have coins to spare,
Well,
right?
give me a time.
But we have time.
Time is equal to coin.
And we have skills.
And skills are equal to coin.
Yes.
I tell people all the time, man, like if you can come through the radio station and understand how to engineer a podcast or learn how to do it, I don't knock anybody that wants to come through here and learn. I got time to teach you if you want to learn. I don't have time to play, though.
Now you upskilling people? You went from giving away your money to upskilling? I love it.
I've been upscaling. Let me upscale you.
Okay.
Right? Let me help you.
Okay.
Let me help you understand how to help your community. Right?
Say it.
Because you can leave here. You can come to CMPRadio.net and leave here and start your own situation. I don't have a problem with that because understand
I love
this.
that. That's growth.
People don't understand that. They say that's competition. No, it's not. It's growth.
What?
Right. I see it as growth. And I want to apologize.
Wait.
No, hold on. I want to apologize to anybody out there that might think I'm in competition with anybody because I'm not. Right. What I have done over the past 2 years is back up myself. I was burnt out. I'm talking about running 24/7. I was burnt out. So I had to relax and fall back. Since the start of CMPRadio.net, I have been running, videotaping basketball games, showing up to this, showing up to that, in the community, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that, doing that. To the point where now that other people are doing it, there's no need for me to be out there at the level I was out there before. Now, I know people want to see me. I know people feel some type way because I'm not out. I'm not doing the things that I used to do. And I'm not, it's nothing against you. It was a me situation. I had to find me again. I had to love on me again. I had to talk to me again. So, I'll be back real soon, right? This was that year for me to understand what CMP Radio Foundation can do and what Jean-Pierre Bryce can do.
Okay.
You feel me? And then I got another personality, Uncle P.
Okay.
And what Uncle P can do. So Uncle P is the radio personality. You feel me? That's the guy that's going to get up here and talk to
about
you.
it.
You feel me? Jean-Pierre Bryce is the person that can motivate you and get you to do something else outside of the radio station. I could go into a prison and talk to the inmates. I can go into a high school.
There.
Yes, I can go into the high school and talk to the kids. You feel me? I can go into
Because you've been there.
I've been there. I can go into a nonprofit organization and tell you how to pace yourself, right?
Because you've been there.
Because I've been there, right? I could go to talk to organizations that are helping in the community to change things because I've been there.
Because you've been there.
Right? So if I can talk about all these places and I can talk about what to do inside all these places because I've been there before.
So thank you for sharing your experience.
Absolutely.
To help someone.
Absolutely.
So that they don't have to go through
That's
the
it.
same thing.
That's it. I just don't want you to go through the same thing I went through. And that's burnout. Complete and utter. I'm talking about on both sides. My mom passed away. It was over for me. Like literally, that's how I felt. I didn't want to be here anymore. I was tired. I was mad, upset.
Well, I will say it officially for everyone to hear. I am grateful that you are still here.
Yeah.
I am grateful that you are still giving of yourself. And I never want to see you burnt out again. So more than anything, I hope that you learn how to ask for help. How you learn to offload some of the burdens that you're facing.
Absolutely.
And I'm grateful for you.
I appreciate you. Well, it's 11:30.
11:30.
Who we got at 11:30? We were talking about therapy earlier.
Yes, we were.
We were definitely talking about therapy
We
earlier.
talking about, I said it. I'm a fan.
You're a fan?
You got to make sure you get the right provider. You get the right people to talk to.
Right.
And don't be asked.
And if you listen,
It only works if you work.
It only works if you work it, but at the same time, it really, honestly, only works.
Hello. Hi.
If you,
How are you?
if you allow it to work.
Yes.
Right? You can work it, but can you allow it to work? Because most people go into therapy and they think they're just going to go in there and say whatever. Yeah, my mom did this. But when your therapist sits you down and really gets you to analyze yourself, how did you receive what your mom did?
How did you react?
How did you react to
What are you carrying?
What do you like? And then when they get to digging in your bag a little bit, you get a little perturbed. And you
That
get to
accountability?
twitching. You get to twitching, that accountability, that growth is showing, and you get mad. That's when you know therapy is working. When you get mad at your therapist for talking to you the way she should be talking to you.
When you
right?
feel that conviction.
Bro. Chester Community Coalition, man. I want to thank the you wore so many hats.
Yes, I'm currently the executive director.
The executive director.
Hi, executive director. What's your name?
Hi, LaShira Council.
Come on.
How are you?
Good.
I'm Brittany.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm not going to start every session with I'm a fan, but I am a fan of Chester Community Coalition.
Yes, you will.
I probably will, because
will.
I truly am a fan of wonderful organizations in the city of Chester doing amazing work, because it's my city.
Absolutely.
And I've been, I took a lot of training sessions with Chester Community Coalition. In a previous life, I won't date myself, but I worked in special education, so I did a lot of trauma-informed training with you guys. When Alexia
Yes,
there,
our former
so,
executive
and
director. Shout out to her.
so I'm familiar.
Okay.
I'm aware, but we got to make the people aware.
Yes,
so
we
let's
do.
get right into it.
Let's do it.
Tell me about Chester Community Coalition.
Okay, so at Chester Community Coalition, our mission is specific to gun-related violence. So we support the individual survivors, families, and communities that have been impacted by gun-related violence, primarily in the city of Chester, but we do offer our services throughout Delaware County.
So when I think about impacted by gun-related violence, I think people don't really understand what that means. So to me, as someone who is trained in trauma-informed care, I think about those who are simply aware.
Right.
And we talk about being desensitized from it because it's a norm. And that people don't realize that's impact.
Yes, absolutely.
When you say, oh, that's just a gunshot. Just duck a little bit. That's a trauma response.
Absolutely. And impact is broad,
Yes.
right? So it's definitely being a survivor of gun-related violence, losing a loved one to gun-related violence, witnessing a gun-related violent event. And that can be in person or even on social media,
Absolutely.
right? We are exposed
Exposure is
to
crazy
gun-related
right now.
violence. And I think
And it's normalized.
Yes, it is. And I think at Chester Community Coalition, what we do, once we have the opportunity to connect to folks and have that dialogue around the event or what gun-related violence means to them, then, like you all mentioned before, we're able to point out, that could be a symptom of you being impacted by gun-related violence. Yeah.
Well, thank you for that.
Absolutely.
So what's your mission?
So our mission, again, is specific to providing trauma-informed support to those who have been impacted by gun-related violence, and then walking with them on a journey to healing. And we take a holistic approach. Right?
Now, that's powerful.
Yes.
Can you say that again?
We take a holistic approach.
So we just heard from Dr. Davis about his holistic approach, and his mission and path to that was through education and advocacy, right? Because they were empowering. What's your approach?
So our approach, when we think about holistic, we think about the whole person. And even when we say we offer free therapy, we think that that's going to draw folks in, but we know that there's a stigma associated with therapy.
We were just talking about this.
Right.
So I'm a fan. Therapy me down.
Yeah.
Like let's talk me through what I'm experiencing.
Yeah.
Because the social emotional growth that it took for me to get here, the stigmas that I've overcome. Like, okay, I'm a Chester resident. I'm from Chester, and the educational experience that I have isn't one that's common, I'll say, right?
Okay.
And so going into certain places, walking into certain rooms, being employed in certain spaces, it was like, do you belong here? Wait, you from where? How'd you get here? And now in the day of, are you a DEI hire? So even talking through some of those things.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So we think about therapy sometimes in just when it's a traumatic thing, but also just to help us navigate spaces that we aren't familiar with. And those spaces could be within ourselves. So like I said, that emotional growth, that one-on-one talk with ourselves, because sometimes the people that are closest to us have opened up doors for us that they haven't walked through.
Right.
So we got to navigate that
imposter syndrome. But when we go back to talking about the holistic approach, again, one of the things that we thought folks were going to do was to dive into therapy. But then there was this space where there were basic needs that needed to be met, right? And so
I can't worry about therapy when I can't feed myself.
Right. So that's where we have case management involved. And then even physically, right? I can't come to therapy if I'm not physically well, right? So again, addressing those underlying and the ripple effects of gun violence, we learned that we have to address those in order for folks to lean into therapy.
Okay, well, that is truly holistic, right? So when you think about the work that you do, what's that roadmap look like? How do you navigate that?
Connection. And so what we learned recently is that once we connect the folks who have been impacted, we just want to check in. We don't want to do an intake. We don't need to do a referral. We just want the opportunity to check in, connect, build a relationship, build a rapport, build trust, because I think that's where it starts, right? So once we're able to build trust, we learn, like we individualize the work that we do as well. So we learn what the participant is interested in gaining from our services and what we're able to offer. And then we work together to identify those things that they need in order to, continue on a journey to healing. And we want to go, right? We want to go with you. There may be times in which we haven't engaged a participant for a long period of time. We still going to call you and check in. Mm-hmm. We know our anniversary is coming up. We're going to call and check in. And we've been able to reconnect with folks just by checking in.
Well, that is very personable, and I truly appreciate that, especially when it comes to building and fostering that trust within the community, and especially as a longstanding organization within the community. I'm very touched that you still take that approach, and it's very connection driven. So tell me this: with all that you're doing, how would you say the organization came about? Like, what inspired that start, and from where you started to where you are now? Tell me about that transition.
Okay, so Chester Community Coalition was founded in the summer of 2016. When volunteers from Heeding God's Call for Gun Violence to End Gun Violence noticed the heavy burden of grief from Chester residents at their T-shirt demonstrations. So
now, wait, before we get into that, tell me about the T-shirt demonstrations.
So I'm not sure if any of the listeners or viewers or you have seen, I think it was in the, please forgive me if it's the St. Lutheran Church. If you ride by in their lawn, they have T-shirts that represent each life lost to gun-related violence in Delaware County. And so family members would attend, the ceremonies and the demonstrations. And again, the volunteers there were very observant and noticed, their response that they were grieving. And then underneath that was like, there's these family members who definitely can benefit from some therapeutic support as well. And then when our founder, shout out to Sister Jean Verpertis, who's a sister of St. Francis of Philadelphia, learned about, in addition to our advisory board president, Fran Steyer, learned about a grant opportunity through Common Spirit, which is formerly the Catholic Health Initiatives. They applied for that grant, they received the funds, and they were able to start programming.
Awesome. Now with that transition to where you are now, tell me how that kind of evolved.
So we evolved. Okay, so the pandemic hit right around 2019. So at that time, prior to that, we were offering in-person grief family therapy, where we had family members come together. We had 4 different groups. We had an art therapy group for the younger family members, a child group, teen group, and an adult group, right? So family members were doing group therapy all at the same time with the goal for them to be able to go home and continue the conversation and practice their coping skills. So then again, the pandemic hit, so we were no longer able to meet in person, but then there were a lot of folks reaching out for therapeutic support. So then we started individual therapy virtually. So then we had the Healing and Strength, we had the individual therapy, but again, the ripple effects.
Yep.
Folks had needs.
Yes.
So then we brought in case management. And then we established a partnership with former Crozier, where we were able to start our hospital-linked violence intervention program, where we had an intervention specialist stationed in the emergency department. And this intervention specialist had lived experience with being a survivor of gun-related violence, where they were able to meet survivors at the bedside and families as well, and just provide that immediate support in the time of need. We expanded beyond that, always already doing like community outreach events, but being really intentional about getting out into the community so they're aware of our services. And so, yeah, we've grown and we offer therapy, case management, and most recently, we've started to enhance our prevention umbrella. So we're offering our wellness, accountability, respect, or war ready boxing program.
Okay.
So it's skill building partnered with a curriculum where for 1 hour at the end, the young people really talk about wellness, accountability, and respect. And then we also have a trauma-informed basketball program that follows the same model as the boxing program.
I love it. So all of these awesome programs, how do people connect and get involved?
So we typically, it's social media or our website. So it is typically, or CMPRadio.
Yeah.
So we do frequently send out registration links because we do want our young people to participate in our programming and family members to participate in our other programming. So it's typically, again, community outreach events, social media, word of mouth, or we outreach, right? To folks we know could benefit from our program. And listen,
Absolutely.
We got this going on. If you're interested, feel free to join us.
Now, here at the station, we know that you are out at the community events. You guys came to Fusion Fridays on multiple occasions, and we are grateful for that. You are in the community. You're clearly doing the work. You're clearly connecting with the people. And you told us how people can connect to you. But it's Giving Tuesday, right?
Yes.
So we know that, well, I know that you use One Cause, which I'm a personal fan of. And so can you tell us more about how people can connect with you to give?
Okay.
And so we talked about giving of our time, talents, and treasures because everybody has something to offer.
Absolutely.
And so we have your link, and we'll put that up as a way that people can give. But can we talk a bit about, without getting too personal, because I know we got the ED here, right? Can you tell us how that support of time, talent, or treasure can help the organization overall?
Oh, absolutely. So right before I came in, I heard you all saying that time was equal to money. Man, time is more valuable than money.
Okay, tell us.
Because we can't get time back.
Yep.
You can get money,
Okay.
but you can't get time
I
back.
stand corrected.
So volunteer opportunities that we have, I think that if folks want to get involved, they can get involved in that way outside and donate. And I was so proud to see that was even a question, how else can we support? So volunteering, also coming with us to Harrisburg. So we go to Harrisburg. It's typically
With
around
the survivors group.
for advocacy. That's another one.
Okay.
But we also
Well, tell us all about it.
So we also go for Advocacy Day. And I think my goal for this year would be for more community members to come where transportation is provided, where they get the opportunity to really speak to state representatives around.
Well, plug us in. When is that?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
But
when we know, when you know, we know, we're going to share with you.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. But again, that's another. I mean, it's time, right? It's no cost, but it's time. But I think
that story, that impact is
it's a valuable opportunity, right? To represent the city and really show, so they can see what it means to us and how important it is to have our state representatives behind us and really support things that mean a lot to us and impact our community directly. That's one way outside of volunteering. I just want to say volunteering.
But also coming out, right?
Yes.
So you had the programs, but I also know you did the march for violence awareness.
Yes,
Day. Wearing orange.
Yes, so this would be, I think, our 5th annual Wear Orange Gun Violence Prevention Walk. So definitely come out to that and support that. Our 2025 walk in the rain was amazing.
It was.
It was a great turnout, a lot of support. But just
And the end is always a celebration too.
yes,
Right,
we
right.
had our boots on the ground.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. But yeah, come out if you know anyone or if you lost anyone. Bring their pictures, wear your T-shirts. Definitely come out and support in that way as well. We are also having our 2nd annual Gems Gala, Glitz, Elegance, and Meaningful Stewardship. event this year. It is going to be on February 26th at the Ballrooms at Phoenix. And during our gala, we also present awards, and our theme this year is around prevention. So I will share our link with you because we are opening up to communities to nominate folks.
Okay.
Last year we did it, and we're like, everybody nominate some folks, because there are organizations that we might not necessarily have a partnership with that are doing prevention work, and we want them to be recognized.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, speaking of partnerships, right? Tell me about a partnership or collaboration that you're proud of.
Okay. I always got to big up 3SN, so I got to.
Okay.
So Safer Schools, Safer Neighborhoods, which includes APS, CCC, Making a Change Group, Chester Education Foundation, CASA Youth Advocates, and Boys and Girls Club of Chester.
Okay.
Another partnership that I've really been proud of, and I've actually seen JP there, is Chester School of Scholars. I'm saying it wrong. Chester Charter Scholars Academy,
CCSA.
Right. And they really leaned into our teen mental health first aid program.
Yes, they do.
So, like, every opportunity that they see, they're reaching out to us because they see the value in that.
Right.
So I think that that's definitely a partnership that we're proud of, in addition to connecting with the other local hospitals since Crozier has closed. And so those are some new partnerships that we're starting to foster as well.
So I know this is a bit of a tangent, but you kind of opened the door in regards to Crozier closing, and there's other opportunities. So we've seen it everywhere that Crozier was closed, but what we haven't seen is where do we go now? So I hear that you're saying that you've been a resource. Can you highlight that a bit more for the community?
So as it relates to partnerships, right, and really like meeting folks we never had to meet before. So going to Riddle, right, which is not a trauma hospital, so we really can't run our program out of there. But what we've also been able to do, and yes, it's further, is start a partnership with the Philadelphia hospitals that are trauma hospitals. And then also, as it relates to funding, being able to extend our funding for transportation for folks who need to go outside of Delaware County for treatment following a gun-related event.
So that's that whole ripple effect, right?
Yes.
Because people don't think about, how far you have to go to receive care. It's like, we got Riddle down the street, but that's not what their specialty is, right? So having to go outside and then having to get there for those follow-ups. So thank you for filling that gap. Thank you for seeing the need and answering that call. Because you've been moving and shaking and gravitating as the needs come up, right? So sometimes people get stuck and stay with, nope, this is my mission, this is all we do. So thank you for growing with that. I appreciate it.
You know, I like that you also said that, because even with, like, when the SNAP benefits were, I don't know if they're back or not. I don't think so. For some people they are. But, like, immediately I'm like, oh, my gosh. Like, food insecurity, we support that through case management, right? We identify someone who needs some support. We identify a resource that provides that. And so it's like, how do we fill that gap while staying in line with our mission, vision, and values? And I think that we're still navigating through that, but one of the biggest pieces is collaboration and partnerships, right? Still being able to pick up the phone and say, okay, I have one of our participants has this need. Can you help us out? So that's what we've been able to do, but always being mindful of not mission creeping.
So I hear that, but I also know that there's so much that goes into staying within that mission, that, like you said, there's that ripple effect that in order to get to the root of the mission, I have to solve these problems for it to be a focus for the individual. So I feel like it truly comes with trust and building that relationship. You understood that. So I don't look at it as mission creeping. I look at it as really filling a need, in order to serve you best, in order to get to the root of my mission and for you to get the most value out of it. I am going to bring you to this level so that you can get the most out of it.
And we're always thinking strategically too. Like, even if because you can feel a mission creep. So when we start to feel, it's like, all right, let's pause. So everybody has permission to pause. That's one of our big things too, like permission to pause. When you feel like you need to pause, take a step back and look at it like, okay, what can we do? Right? We have to be realistic too. Like, what do we really have the capacity to do? I think that has been helpful for us moving forward. Like, because if we can do it now, then we'll be able to do it in the future as well.
Absolutely. So you mentioned being strategic. So you also mentioned the pandemic. So I know for a lot of organizations that was the toughest time. But I would think that with closure closing, that would be a great impact to what you do. But it seems like strategically, you guys have navigated that. Can you share what's the biggest challenge your organization is facing right now?
I think the biggest challenge we're facing is capacity, because there is an increased need in trauma support and mental health support in Delaware County. I recently learned that the Delaware County mobile unit is going to be replaced with another provider, so we'll still have those services, but just the thought of like the loss of something else.
Yep.
Of course, it'll be replaced, but at the same time, the loss of something else. But again, back to your question about the biggest challenge, hospital closing and being able to meet the need for therapeutic services and trauma-informed care for all ages, right? We often get calls about like a 5-year-old who might need therapy. We don't currently have the capacity to do that, but then we get on the phone or we get online and we try to find someone who not just offers, but is accepting patients as well and doesn't have a 6-month waiting list. So we're trying to navigate through these existing challenges. Like, the challenges are there, but building capacity and, again, being able to meet the needs of the community that are increasing right now.
So I know that Chester Education Foundation has a resource directory. That is great for sharing resources, but it sounds like you are a great resource directory because your I don't want to call them program managers. I'm not sure what
Case
managers are really boots on the ground navigating those spaces. How can people get in touch with you if they're experiencing issues? I know you said like Facebook or social media, and really connecting with the station overall. But if I am having a problem, what do I do?
Okay. Before I answer, I will say we also use the resource hub at Chester
Listen,
Education
the resource
Foundation.
hub is it. They put a lot of resources in making, like, being that space you can go to find out everything throughout the county. So I am grateful for it.
Yes.
But you had that hands-on experience.
Absolutely.
So just because you go to the resource hub, you know who's accepting. So that's a big difference that I'm acknowledging there.
So if we have community members who are interested in support or even just learning more about what Chester Community Coalition can offer, our email is info@chestercommunitycoalition.org, and contact number is 215-494-8169.
Okay. So we talked about a bit about the past. We talked about the journey to get here. We talked about what you're doing now. We talked about sort of like the hardships that you're facing, and then the solutions that you're meeting those hardships with, right? Can you tell us what you see, especially because you're the ED? What's your 3 to 5 year goal? Like, where do you see the organization?
First, we want to be able to sustain the work that we're doing, right? So sustainability and then expansion, right? Want to be able to reestablish our hospital-linked violence intervention program within the next 3 to 5 years. And we want to expand our services and, again, enhance our trauma-informed care. And when I say expand our services, we also want to build partnerships in other parts of the county. We often hear about gun-related events that happen in, like, Upper Darby in that area. So connecting to partners in that area is also one of our long-term goals.
Okay. So we know how people can stay in touch with you or get connected with you. We have your connection for Giving Tuesday. We are, as we wrap up, because believe it or not, we talked for 26 minutes.
Oh.
It was just flowing. So thank you. And similar to how we wrapped up with Dr. Davis.
Okay.
With Giving Tuesday, what is your focus, and how can people really connect time, talent, treasure, and share those resources? Because as much as you need the people need you,
right?
And that cycle has to continue to have that sustainability.
Absolutely. Is it okay if I share what the donations will support.
It is absolutely
Okay.
I'm trying to get into the finances, but come on, tell us.
I want folks to know what their money going
Exactly.
to. Okay. Transportation to and from programming at Chester Community Coalition, transportation to court hearings, to medical appointments and benefits.
Wait, we didn't talk about court.
Yeah.
Y'all are right. Okay.
And we'll go to court with folks if they need some,
That
some
is holistic support.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Support with funeral costs for families, materials for our training programs.
And I've been a participant in those training programs, from the survivors training, from the trauma informed training. I believe I even did CPR first aid.
Okay.
So like I know.
Yeah. Yes. It's funding.
Yes. It takes the coins to make it happen. Yes.
Personal hygiene products for our participants, snacks and meals for all CCC organized events and programming. So even with our basketball and boxing program, it comes with dinner. It's in the evening, so we provide.
Wait, you feeding them?
Yeah,
and giving them transportation?
Yes.
And teaching them a skill?
That's right.
Okay. Run them the money.
Professional development for our staff and salaries. Like, we got to be able to pay folks. We got a great team of folks. And you just got a new team member. We did. We got 3 in like the past couple of weeks, and I'm just so
Congratulations.
excited.
I love the growth.
Yes.
Because the growth means more capacity.
That's right.
More capacity means more program
That's
and support.
right. That's
more
right.
support and capacity means more impact
That's
in a
right.
positive way for
That's
the community.
right.
So thank you.
Yes. You said that.
So
Absolutely.
with all of that, and I don't want to cut you off. Was that everything?
I just wanted to make sure folks knew they donated with their funds.
Now the transparency is key to me. When you're telling people where their money is going and they can see where the money is going, that says something. So thank you for that. Thank you for your leadership. Absolutely. It's not easy being an executive director. So thank you for that, and thank you for being transparent and sharing that with the community. Well, we got a couple more minutes, so I'm not going to be able to get through all of our questions.
That's okay.
But if you could tell us one thing that you would want to leave with the community, what would you like to leave with our donors and supporters? What tell us. Talk to me.
I'll say this. I prepared this.
Okay.
Your generosity means that parents and families are not grieving alone. So it doesn't mean that they're not grieving, but they're not grieving alone. Young people have safe spaces to heal, and survivors are surrounded with care. Every gift you make, whether it's $1 or $5 million, it carries compassion, courage, and belief in a future where fewer families experience the pain of gun-related violence. Your support reminds our community that healing is possible and that no one has to walk this journey alone. And CCC is here to ride with you all the way.
Literally. Yeah. You're giving us the ride. Yeah. You're going to court with us. Yeah. You're at the bedside. Yeah. Like, listen, thank you. It is a pleasure. I appreciate it. I appreciate your time. And I know that there are so many people in the community that has time, has talent, has treasures that they can invest in such an amazing organization like Chester Community Coalition.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the platform. This is always a great opportunity.
Listen, we are here to empower the community, and we talk about that mature positivity, but we also are really focused on giving that voice, being that outlet, and teaching people how to use their voice, because everybody has something to say.
Absolutely.
But in a positive way. Yeah. Because that's what we're here for.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I see we have a Miss Pat here. Hey, how are you?
I didn't even know where this place was. I knew where Penn Street was.
But we are here. We are excited. And it's Giving Tuesday. And we are going to keep us moving right along. Yes, we are. Come on and join us.
Boss.
Listen.
I got to be the boss.
You are.
Drill sergeant at arms. That's how it's rocking.
Am I that bad?
No, you're not that bad.
You are excellent.
You intimidating them in there, Miss Pat.
That's what she do.
That's what It sounds like that to me.
But it's
you know?
But it's not a bad intimidation.
Have a good one. Thank you.
It's not a bad intimidation, Miss Pat. This is the Tripoli Foundation.
Yes.
Oh man. Before we start, hold on. Let me get everything right because I don't want to get yelled at.
How are you, Miss Pat?
Good. You everywhere, ain't you, girl?
I mean, I try to be a good steward.
I appreciate you.
I try to be a good steward.
Because you are a willing vessel to everybody.
I'm just trying to be the example that was provided in my life.
Yes. And then it lets those who are on the outside that's trying to get in have a possibility of getting in.
Absolutely.
Because you got so many organizations that is just them and what they want, and they're not willing to help you along the way.
Well,
I'm
you know
willing to
that's
help.
not what I'm about.
No, you're not.
No.
You know, you're not that way, and I appreciate you.
Thank you.
really
I appreciate you.
I really do. Because you know that drama I went through with Homie.
Listen.
And I said to Chris, the guy I work with, and I said to Chris, I don't know if Brittany is gonna come back because Dave was just acting a fool.
Listen, it's all love.
It is.
Come on, give me some. Give me some. Yes.
I appreciate you.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Yes,
and you know I appreciate you.
I don't know that. You didn't tell me. You're not telling me all this. Nah, I'm just.
Cut it out.
You know I love you, Mom. I do. But that's my cousin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, what family takes care of
Right.
family?
Right. Family takes care of family, and we reach out and we help others too.
Yeah. Oh,
That's how we were raised.
but I don't never question that when it
Right.
comes from you two.
Right.
Well, I
You know,
appreciate
because
that.
I know that y'all are real.
Right.
That if I ask,
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. If you can't, you'll learn how to. You'll show me how to connect the dots.
Right. That's it.
And you're dependable.
Right.
I appreciate it.
That means a lot.
I ain't never heard I was dependable.
Yeah.
Don't get him started.
Oh Lord.
Look, we were on time. You cutting into my interview time.
All right, go ahead, do your thing.
Okay,
I'm sorry. I apologize.
So, who do we have here?
Patricia D. Miranda of the Tripoli Foundation.
Okay. So, tell me about the Tripoli Foundation.
The Tripoli Foundation was created. My son was murdered in 2004, so it was maybe creative in the thinking process. This is maybe like 2006, 2008, and my son was a soccer player. His name is William Tripoli. He was a soccer player, and he traveled all over the world. Because of his death, his friend Neil Regino and about 3 other guys thought that he died in vain. He didn't want them to die in vain, so they wanted to have a legacy of him. So they would bug me, Miss Pat. No, they didn't say Pat. They said, Mom, what are we going to do? And I wasn't ready for it. I really wasn't. I was still grieving my son. And so they went on, and they sort of got started, and then I gave them the okay, and they went all the way with it. So we started teaching children how to play soccer. We did that for numbers of years with the Philadelphia Union and City of Chester, and then we just felt like we needed to change our vision, so we started doing grief counseling, and that was because of my daughter's addiction to drugs and the fact that I didn't see her when she was reaching out to me. And I just said, there's some other children out there, just like Jovan, who are reaching out to their parents, and their parents or loved ones, and they're not able to connect because they're grieving. So I wanted to be that connecting piece between family and the child, so they can at least find a place to come to that they can be able to talk about their issues and the loss of their loved one.
Well, thank you for using your grief and your experience to really empower the community and be a solution in the community, because so many of our citizens share that same story.
But you know what my concern is that the parents are willing to bring their children to Camp Encouragement and to the programmings that I have, but they're not willing to get help for themselves.
So you offer support for the parents as well?
Yes, we have Jovan's Healing Center. We meet every second and fourth Thursday. It's via Zoom.
Okay. So they don't even got to leave wherever they are.
They don't have to leave.
So you make it simple and accessible?
Yes.
Okay, parents. Come on now.
Yes, and we're there, and Dr. Jamie Eady and Olivia Pope are our therapists, and they're there every second Thursday from 7 to 8.
Okay.
And then we have workshops too. We have 2 workshops a year where they are able to come to the Access Center, and it's usually in the fall and in the spring, and they come and we just give them a chance. The therapists are there, and we give the parents a chance to really, take that weight off of their shoulders and cry about their loss of their husband or their mom or their child. That's just what we do, because I know where I was when I lost my son, and I know there's other parents out there doing the same thing I do, trying to maneuver.
So I've said this on the past couple of interviews. I'm not going to say that this is, I'm a fan, but I'm clearly a fan. And I know the work. I volunteered.
Yes.
I am on the board.
Yes.
I have firsthand experience with all the excellent and wonderful things that you do. And I'm going to try and not lead you to answer the questions, but I know that you focus more than just grief in a conventional sense, right? We talked earlier, JP and I, about loss in that change in a relationship where it might not be someone died, but there's a change.
Yes.
That's grief. We talked about what loss looks like in that unconventional sense. Can you talk on that a bit and how your program supports individuals in that? And I know specifically it's a big help for the children, especially when they're transitioning. And again, I'm not going to answer these questions for you because I'm starting to get in there. But what that transition looks like and how you provide those supports and programs. And I understand how important it is for the parents to get involved, because if you are working on the child and then the parent doesn't know these skills and skills, you gotta bring it all together so that you could be a healed household to continue to grow.
Yes, that is definitely it. But for our camp, we have our summer camp encouragement, and we've gone from 2 weeks to 3 weeks. And CMPRadio is there to do podcasts for the children, and that's a great thing. But
because we're teaching them to use their voice.
Yes, we are. But we take children who have lost animals, divorce. Parents, maybe one of the parents are in prison. Because a loss is a loss.
A loss is a loss.
And it's a free camp. So as long as they've lost something.
Say that again.
It's a free camp. FREE. It's a free camp. And as long as they have lost someone, their father, we had a young man at one time that his father was in prison, and his grandmom used to bring him, and he would write letters to his dad, and his grandma would send them to the dad. And he cried a lot because one minute his dad was there, and the next minute he was gone. So we try to encompass all of that, and in the process, we take them to different places. We took them horseback riding.
Because that's therapeutic.
That is very therapeutic. Mm-hmm. And we also took them to Genesis Valley Camp, which is in Baltimore, Maryland. First time we did that. But it was just so fulfilling because I'd never been camping, and the kids hadn't been in, and they were kind of nervous. The parents were more nervous than they were. But it was just so they were glad to be out in the field. There was no cars going. There was no gunshots going. There was nothing but just fresh air. And they just ran like crazy. And we slept. We started to sleep under the stars with a storm, but we were able to sit out. They were able to go out and look out into the sky and realize that there's something else out here except where I'm at now. Oh. And that's what I want for all the kids. That's my desire, is the kids to know that they can think outside the box. There's someplace else for them to go. And we do that. We also do Javon's Healing Center for Kids, which is our counseling program during the year. And we meet on the third Wednesday of the month at the Access Center. And what we do, and Kia Medley is our therapist there and at the camp. and she works with the kids to give them different avenues to travel. We talked a lot this year about bullying, because that's a real heavy topic of conversation, because if you realize that our children are being bullied in school.
Yes, I 100% agree. You said a couple things that I want to hit on. We in the previous interview, we talked with Chester Community Coalition, and we talked about that overall connection and being that holistic change. And I mentioned our parents have opened up doors for us that they haven't walked through, so we're navigating that alone. So I'm grateful that you are creating a space not just for the child, but for the parent too, so that we can heal the whole family,
the entire family. Yes. And we have everything available for that. And our vision for the next year is to do our counseling sessions in person.
Okay.
Because a lot of folks that I've run through over the last year have really talked about they don't want it. They don't particularly like on being on Zoom, and they want in person. So we're working on that to possibly give a site where folks can come and to talk about their issues.
Wonderful, wonderful. Mm-hmm. So if you can tell me your mission in one sentence.
Empowering children and families, grieving families, to move through their grief. We want to be able to give as I'll give you an example. Our kids come to the camp. Mm-hmm. They look at everybody. It's about 15 kids. You look at everybody in there, so like, who are these people? Mm-hmm. I don't know these people. And they look at us. But once we do one session, we tell them that we've lost someone too. Myself, Susan Dennis, who I work with, we talk about our loss. Mm-hmm. And then we give them a chance to talk about their loss. And Kia, our therapist, she has a loss too. And then by the end of the day, they're saying, everybody is going through the same thing that I'm going through.
It makes it less isolating.
It makes it less isolated. And before you know it, they're loving us up. They're loving on each other. Mm-hmm. And they've gone from being this distant situation till in the morning, is Johnny here? Yeah, he's here. Mm-hmm. And then they meet friends, and it just becomes a loving atmosphere.
Because more than anything, you have children who are navigating experiences that, one, they shouldn't have to at such an early age, but two, they're still learning their emotions, right? So you're creating not just a space to feel, but to heal.
To heal and to be safe, mm-hmm. to be able to talk about this. Not, because some homes or some environments, they don't want, because the parents are grieving, they don't want the child to talk about it because it just brings up, their pain.
Right.
So, they can talk about it, and then they can cry about it. And that's the most important thing, because we don't want our children to be stuck there. And that's the most important thing. Don't be stuck. We want to give them access to know that they can move out of that pain and that hurt.
So you're addressing a number of community needs. What would you say your top priority is? Because I know you do the Healthy Kids Run series. Yes. You have the grief camp. You have your workshops. What would you say of all of them? What's your top priority? Because you're doing it all. Because I didn't even mention soccer in there.
Yeah. My really is our camp. And when I first started, I went and got my master's degree to be able to create camp encouragement. I did it, and we first started at 3 days. It went over very well. And it's gone from 3 days to 3 weeks. So God is...
I want to stop you and say congratulations to the sustainability, being a good steward, and continuing to invest in the community, but most importantly, invest in yourself so that you can create an amazing product for the community.
Thank you, but I'm doing this because of my daughter. Because when her brother was killed, there was nothing like this for her. And I just want to be able to help these other children. They'll make a difference where you live at. You can live in Delaware. As long as you can get to the facility, come on in.
Come on in.
Come on in. So that's really where we are. My concern is, and I'm working with another woman in Philadelphia, and we got some things going on up there, and hoping that we can be able to catapult to be able to work in Philadelphia and some of the pain and hurt that they're having there as far as campus encouragement is concerned.
So thank you for being a vessel and making that extension.
Yes, I went there to talk about camp encouragement, and the families that were there were so excited. They were like, how can we could make this connection? So we're working on that.
And so I know that those connections take resources,
yes.
right? So it's Giving Tuesday.
Yes.
I know that there is some fundraising going on. Tell us about it.
Well, we just had our Wills Night Out last week, and that was just an appreciation gathering of our donors and our friends who have been here for us for a long period of time. And it could have been that they're volunteering. It don't necessarily have to mean that they're giving us resources and whatnot.
And so we've been talking consistently about when we donate, we're not just talking about our money. We're not just talking about our coins. We're talking about our time and our talent.
Yes.
So you might not have the money, but you may have some time to volunteer. Yes. You might not have time to volunteer, but you have the money. You might not have either, but you have a skill that you can share with the organization to do its part to make it more sustainable.
Yes, and that's really, we did that a couple weeks ago. Now, Giving Tuesday, this is our Get on the Bus campaign.
Okay.
And this campaign is last year. We had some families who wanted to attend, but they didn't have transportation to come to the camp. So, me, if anybody knows me, they know I don't want to leave out a child to do anything. So our campaign for Giving Tuesday is to have resources so that we can either do Uber or Link or rent a van to be able to pick up children that could be in Chester, they don't have transportation, or in Darby, that we can be able to give them a card, a Link or Uber debit card to be able to travel from Upper Darby to Twin Oaks and then back and forth, because the camp is at Mount Pleasant Baptist Church. That's where our hub is.
Awesome. So this Giving Tuesday, I appreciate your transparency and sharing where funds will go. Outside of Giving Tuesday, how can people connect to either volunteer, connect to donate money, connect to share their talent?
They can go to our website, www.willtripley.org. And on that website, there's a donation button. You can hit it 100 times if that's what you want to do. We'll be glad to take all resources. And you can always reach out to me, and I'm at pat@willtripley.org. And you can also, my personal telephone number is 267-991-4546. I'm a willing vessel to help with volunteering. We always need kids for our Healthy Kids running series, and we do that with the Philadelphia Union Foundation.
Do you have a date for that yet?
No, we usually do it in April, going into May, and that's usually the time we do that. And we love to have the kids to come. They have such a great time just running. And
it's a good sleep after.
It's a great time for parents to say, "Oh, I'm tired of Johnny."
We're going to get that run on.
Let's get the run on, and they run, and we let them stay there for the entire time.
And then here's the cheat code, because I brought my guy kids. I've brought other families too. You got to tell them they got to practice, right?
Yeah.
So get it ahead of time. Get them outside, let them run. So then they're training for this run. Yep.
And then my granddaughter, Nashea, is there, and she gives them all different kinds of exercises and things to do. So when it's time for them to run, they are ready to run.
Yes,
and we have a great time. We really do.
So I know you mentioned a lot of the partners as far as the therapists and the doctors that support you. Can you tell me what partnerships or collaborations that you are particularly proud of right now?
I'm proud of my collaboration with the Access Center because they, no matter what, they open their doors to me at all times. CMPRadio Foundation, no matter when I call on him, he is always available. I have worked with a woman by the name of Ramona Gaines, and she's a storybook teller, and she's the young lady that we are working together with the Philadelphia Partnership. And I'm just grateful to everybody has been a part of it. We collaborate with the Halloran Foundation, and they have been a part of the foundation since we really started. And Brian is a very good friend of Will's, and I'm just the Shipley School. I just need to say this.
Okay. Come on, tell us.
My son must have made a great emphasis at the Shipley School because all of his friends are giving back to the foundation, whether they are on the board, whether they do funding, whether we are having fundraisers and they show up. And, you know, I got to pat myself on the back.
Let me help you out, because you're doing it.
Because I must have raised my son to the point where my son's been dead 21 years, and them kids still come back. They still call me. They still let me know how many children they have. They invite me to family reunions and baby showers and things of that sort. So I'm just grateful for the Shipley the community and Dr. Steve Pilch and his wife Sonny and all the things that they have done for the Shipley Foundation. Neil Regino, couldn't do anything without him. He is my son's best friend, and I just thank all of those who are about it, all the Shipley family who has been a part of the Will Shipley Foundation, and I just want them to know that I really appreciate them.
Well, thank you. I know you, and I know the work through you, so I can only imagine the impact that they felt knowing him. And so I'm grateful to be able to support in any way. You know, the station is here to support in any way. And I'm grateful for what you've been pouring back into the community and how you continue to share and change the conversation. I don't know if I would have had the strength to navigate the spaces the way that you have. And so when I say that I am grateful, I am empowered, I am humbled, and I again just want to say thank you because you didn't have to. You saw the void, you saw where your daughter needed support and created that so that another family didn't have to go through that. So again, I say thank you. I am grateful and as always willing to support any way possible. And I know especially with funding challenges and the administration changes that organizations are facing even greater challenges. And we kept the theme of being vessels of our time, talents, and treasures. And we talked about how other people can become involved. But I think it's important to face what our challenges are so that we can put it out there so that someone watching might be able to help us navigate that. And we shared our contact information so that we can connect. So the question is, what's the biggest challenge your organization is facing right now?
Looking for housing, a location for the actual Shipley Foundation. That's something that I have really been trying to work towards. My board and I have been trying to work towards. We're looking at transportation, but you know, for insurance purposes and whatnot, my God, that's a lot of money, you know, for insurance purposes. But we really are looking for housing. I want to be able to. I reach out to the entire family, children and adults, but that age of 13, 21 is a rough age, and they are really struggling, trying to find their way, and I'm working to try to connect the dots for them so that they can be able to understand that it's okay to cry, or it's okay to let your feelings go, because we got you.
Yeah.
We absolutely have you. And I just want them to know that, and we're working hard to be able to bridge that gap for children between, and they're not children, they're young adults.
Yes.
Because they have mind of their own.
Mm-hmm.
They know kind of where they want to maneuver, and what we want to be able to do is to give them the platform to maneuver, but to also know that they are at a safe place, that if they need to cry or if they need to talk to someone, we are the resources, and they can what? Trust us.
Yes.
That's the biggest thing.
That is
Is
indeed.
to trust.
We've heard that same thing from Chester Community Coalition, so it definitely is indeed true. I say that age is where they have their hormones, pheromones, and the leave me loans.
Yeah.
They know it all,
Yeah.
and it's just like, I got it, and I'm like, I
Yes.
was there too. Trust me.
Yes.
Let me show you. Let me help you avoid the mistakes I made.
And I usually try to tell families when they're talking about their children, I said, look, let them. This is the growing stage. You kind of don't know them now, because you knew them when they were a little kid. Now
they
they
come to
change.
themselves. Yeah.
I said, but you know what? They get 20, 21, they start coming back, and you say, that's the person that I created, and she or he is doing really good work. They come back, y'all. They really do come back, and they make you so proud of them. They really do.
So we have been going strong. We got about 4 minutes left, so we've been talking away. I feel like we talk, so I feel like it's always natural.
Yeah,
with us,
it is.
right?
It is very much so.
But I have a couple more questions that I want to get through, and I want to give you the opportunity to leave the people with something. Like, what do you want the people to take away from this?
I want them to know that the Tripoli Foundation is here for you, whatever that looks like. If you need a counseling for your children or for the adults, someone to be able to come, we have that access for you at the Tripoli Foundation. We do Javon's Healing Center. We have camp encouragement for what it's really called Javon's Healing Center for kids, where our children can come. We have someone there, Dr. Kia, mentally, who will actually help your children to maneuver to those things. We have the camp. Kids go horseback riding. We have a woman from the Art Barn, Marge Winfan, and she's an artist. Takes the kids to the Barnes Museum, the art museum. They get a chance to go there. She picks an African-American artist that is being exposed at one of those museums. We go, we see their work, and then she brings them back, and then she gives them a chance to work on their artwork. It's important that the kids know that we are, and it's good for the parents to know that when I put my information out there, that they can trust us. Mm-hmm. We can be trusted. We will do whatever it takes for your children, and we love them just, when you drop them off, we love them up just as much as you do, because they are babies. They are babies. While they with us, they are babies.
So, as the executive director, where do you see WTF the next 3 to 5 years?
I see us in a home where we can really place all of our programs in, that we're not going from one place to another trying to find a place for us to go, that we would do, we would collaborate more with other organizations, because a lot of the things that we're doing, they're doing too, but if we can collaborate together, we can increase our territory, and we don't necessarily have to be in Chester. We can be in Delaware. We can be in Philadelphia. It's out there for all of us to be able to have access to. And I want to be able to reach that 9 to 13 year age, 13 to 21-year age, those children really need us. They really, really need us. And funding, the government has changed a lot of things for funding. And where before we kind of could, kind of maneuver, you didn't really necessarily had to worry about it. We were able to have access to money, but now some of those programs, especially on the federal side, is just totally shut down. So we want to be able to find access to funding to be able to continue to do the programming that we have.
Wonderful. I know we're a little bit over our time, but I do want to give you the opportunity to tell the people how to get in touch with you again.
Our website is www.willtripley.org. There you can hit that donation button 100 times. It shows us all the programming that we have. Our Javon's Healing Center for Kids, the Javon's Healing Center, Healthy Kids, Healing Connection, and that's our art program. That we have all these programs, and we are willing for your babies to come to us, and for the adults that are really suffering and having a hard time with the loss of a loved one, that we are here and available to give them an opportunity to work through their issues. And Dr. Edie and Olivia Tate are there to really help us to move. And my son has been gone for 21 years, and I'm on every Tuesday, every second and fourth Thursday, and I need that for me. You think 21 years, you don't need it.
No, you can get over that.
You can't pour into someone else without taking care of you.
That's it.
So I thank you for taking care of you so that you can continue to take care of everyone.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I appreciate this platform and this time that you have given us, the foundations in the Chester, Delaware County, an opportunity on Giving Tuesday to really let people know a lot more about our organization, because they see us on Facebook or Instagram, but sometimes, we are here to be able to explain to you what we're doing.
Absolutely.
And I'm just grateful for the platform, for CMP Radio, and the work that they do. And I will be calling you in January, set up a schedule for our kids.
I got you.
At our camp in the summertime.
Well, we're booked every other Saturday until April, the end of April.
End of April.
So we have some stuff that will be unveiling soon.
Right.
So we got some stuff going on. But you call, we answer.
Right.
Yes, without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
So we might have to move some schedules around, but we're going to make it happen.
But my camp is June 15th to July 1st.
Right.
Okay.
So I'll be calling you to get a slot.
What is it? Thursday, it's
June.
usually Tuesday and Thursday, right? That you want me
Yeah,
there?
we usually do Tuesday and Thursday.
Right. You got me. I told you
Okay.
that, right? Both weeks, right?
Yeah, I'll write it in my book.
Both weeks, you got me.
I got to write it in my book.
I'm there for you. Anything for the kids.
Anything.
Anything for the
You
kids.
sound like me.
Right.
Anything for the kids.
That's how I am, right? Unless you're trying to lowball me, then it's a problem.
No, I try to.
No, I don't. We don't deal with that on our end. You feel me? Because we're both working. But if it's someone that tries to, give me $75 for 2 weeks and come up an hour a day, that's not for 1 day a week. That's not going to work, right? So yeah, I get it. But whatever you need from me, Miss Pat, you got me. The Tripley Foundation is very, very near to my heart, right? Because I wasn't out there, but I heard about the situation, and to know you now, not really know you when I was a kid, but to know you now, I could just imagine. And I would want to be close to you, so I'm close to you now. You feel me? And if that helps in any way, you feel me? I'm here for that, right? When my mom passed away, you called me, right? You were there for me. You feel, are you okay? No, I'm not. You're not going to be okay, but that's okay, right? You understand that, right? You talk to me. You and Ms. Zuli, right? So y'all are my moms now, right? So ain't nobody going to say nothing to you. Ain't nobody going to have a problem, because if you got a problem with them, I got a problem with them, and they don't want no problem with me.
No, we don't want a problem.
Right.
Thank you so
No
much.
problem. I love you.
We appreciate you.
Love you both. Love you both. And thank you for always being there for me. I've been at this for over 15 years. Right. And, I've had my ups
Your
and
downs.
I've had my downs.
Right, but you kept
and,
going.
and to the point where I stepped away for a little
You
bit.
have to. You have to. It's
Yeah.
not quitting.
Yeah.
It's
That step
understand. You have to understand. See, we get caught up in doing.
Yeah.
Not understanding
yeah.
how things work. We want to figure it out,
Yeah.
right? And the part about figuring it out is we don't have the benefit of messing up money like other people do. You feel me? They mess up money, they go back, they call dad, give them some more money,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
We don't have that backing. So when we mess up or we misstep, it hurts us a little bit, right? Because like, damn, I trusted you.
Yeah.
I thought you would be somebody different. I thought you would help me. I thought you would be here. And then we get mad, then we get frustrated, and then we sense it. And I sensed it last year. I said, oh, I need to fall back. Because I'm going to say something. I'm going to hurt somebody, and I might just put my hands on somebody. You know, I'm trying to get my part, and so I'm trying to wipe all that criminal stuff I did. So I can't jeopardize none of that. So I don't go outside no more to nowhere because I don't want to get a DUI. I don't want to get pulled over. I don't want to be somewhere I'm not supposed to be. So I keep myself in my space. You feel me? And that's needed sometimes, right? So, you know.
That's self-preservation.
It is. You got to learn that,
is.
right?
You
A
do.
lot of things, self-respect, self-love, self-inventory,
All that.
self-preservation, all that self-stuff. Get to know it, get to learning it, get to understanding it because it's important.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that, right? So now that I'm around you, Miss Zuline, you feel me? Kristen Motley, you feel me? Tara Jones, you feel me? Dr. Davis, right? The people that I'm around, I notice that I have to pick myself up a little bit, right? And I appreciate that. I do. Trust me. So thank you, Miss Pat. Thank you for everything that you do. And, you know, whatever you need from me, I'm going to show up.
I appreciate you.
Every
I
time.
always, you know that.
I know. There's no question.
Yeah.
Without
you
a
know
doubt.
that.
And now I know you and Brittany's relationship, so now I understand. Now
Oh,
I get
yeah.
it.
God
Now,
bless.
now I get it. Yeah. Thank you, Miss Pat. I appreciate you.
God bless you.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I am grateful. And we're going to wrap it up.
Yes, we are.
So make sure you guys are liking, commenting, sharing,
Yes.
all that.
To win this $100.
Yes.
Yeah. Get that money.
Yes.
Ain't nobody, I mean, we got 2 winners so far, right?
Okay.
Because it's not a lot of people, right? So we got Asia Staples.
Okay,
She
congratulations.
won for Bountiful Blessings, and Rachel Carson. She won for Chester Community Coalition.
Okay. What? Yeah.
Right. And I don't want to give $100 to Miss Tara Jones because she commenting all up on this joint. Right. I think I gotta check and make sure Umpa share, but he's with the station too. I'm trying to be like a real radio station. You feel me? Like you can't have no affiliation with the station to win this prize. You feel me? But sometimes it's like, man, you gotta ignore the rules. I don't want to ignore the rules though. So we'll see.
You'll be able to. There'll be
Somebody will hop on
Yeah.
this. That's why we'll give it to tomorrow to do the rest. But I was trying to get the people that were actively participating.
Appreciate it.
Right. Definitely do.
And speaking of Miss Tara Jones, we'll see her at 4.
4 o'clock.
All right.
4 o'clock.
So make sure you stay tuned.
Right.
She's a good person.
Yeah, she is.
Also,
She is definitely a good person.
yes. And she has a award dinner coming up this Saturday.
Yes.
Back to the Future. Can't wait.
Annual
I'll
fundraiser,
be there.
dinner, and art show. She's honoring people, man. You know, got to keep music alive. I think there's another poster with somebody else on there too. But CMPRadio Foundation, Widener University, Senator John Kane, Joseph Bullock, and a host of other people, right? Councilwoman Tamika Williams, right? So this is happening Saturday at the Cat Center, December 6th from 7 to 10 p.m. To purchase your tickets, hit up www.chestercatcenter.org. Back to the Future, man. Listen, I love Miss Tara. I love everything she's doing. You know, there's a lot of people in the city that I love because the city is full of so many people that understand what we need. And it's supposed to be different. It's not supposed to be in the same situation.
No.
If it is, then those people need to come together.
Yes,
right. Let's stop the bickering and the fighting and the back and forth. Right. And I want to apologize to any nonprofit that I wasn't able to reach out to and call. Right. Because I can't do everything.
But you got to get on their mailing list, so you got to do your part too.
Right. So this is really from Fusion Fridays. You feel me? We took the Fusion Friday mailing list. We reached out to everybody on the list, and whoever reached back out is here now. Right. right? If people are too busy, the aunts and uncles of greater media, they had a bunch of stuff that they were doing. They hit me up. They said, "Pete, we would love to. We can't make it this time, but keep us updated so we can show up next time." You feel me? Okay, cool. Aunts and uncles gave me a loan twice. You feel me? For $12,000 to keep the radio station up and running. To allow me to buy equipment to go into the schools, to come out to your camp and do what I do. I didn't have all that equipment. So they gave me money, right, to keep me up and floating until the nonprofit took over, and now the nonprofit pays for things, right? So this is what we need. We need people that understand things, how things work.
Organizations need to know that people appreciate
Right.
the work that they're doing.
Absolutely.
And the commitment that we do. I do a lot of little things that I don't even talk about. You know, I'm always giving to the schools
Right.
and helping take care of kids for Christmas.
Yes.
And all that. I do all that kind of stuff because I know how it feels to not being able to have gifts under the Christmas tree.
Right.
That don't have warm food. You know, I helped Rashida Lee with feeding the 4,000
Wow.
down there, and I'm telling you, you see the people coming
Right.
from Deshawn Park, walking down, because they living back there,
What?
and they're walking down, and you see the same ones every Sunday, which is a blessing.
It is.
Because they are excited. We don't open till 5.
Right.
They're sitting there 4 o'clock.
Right.
First, they get out the cold because
Right.
they're in the park. In
Right,
other
right.
places,
Right.
they get in the heat.
Right.
And then the food that they're getting, they love it.
I know.
They sit there and eat their food,
Right,
and
right,
they
right.
take a plate.
Why wouldn't they?
Why would
I would. I
Why wouldn't?
typically
She's
do.
doing a great job
Yeah.
with feeding the homeless in the city of
We
Chester.
got to get up there and check that out.
Yes,
Yes.
do that. She'll be
Right,
there every
right.
Sunday in the month of December.
Okay.
And I think they're starting at 4 instead of 5.
Okay. All right.
But, you know, those little things.
Right.
You know, it's not what you do. It's not the money.
It's not.
It's not the money.
It's really not.
It is the heart of the people and you going and helping folks that don't have.
Right.
And that's a good thing. And some people, I'm telling you, these people come every Sunday.
Wow.
They have hot food, soup, and cakes and desserts.
Right.
And
Everything.
those folks, people are even bringing their entire families.
Right.
Some parents are bringing their children, and people are coming and getting food for the seniors and taking it to the seniors'
Right.
home. So I try to do it every Sunday.
Yeah.
And if anyone is out there and you need to do something on Sunday,
Right.
come out. She would appreciate it. You know, and what you do for God will last.
That's,
Man,
boy, that's gone.
that's done.
Right.
But it's what you
Forgot
do
about
for,
after you did it.
Woo!
Right.
What you do for God is
Not only is it forgot about, but they hold you accountable
Yeah,
for
they
what
do.
you didn't do the next time.
yeah. They,
Like,
Well, you
I-
ain't give me as much.
I showed up for you 34 times. I called you 35. But the 34, no, that's past. I'm
that's
talking about today.
fast, Yeah.
And it's like, huh?
And then when you do for them, and then they come back and they try to throw it in your face. I do. I don't want. If I do for you, you'll never hear. You'll never hear about it.
I never
because
did.
it's between me
And
the
you.
individual.
That's it. That's it. But then I guess maybe they want the notoriety of having themselves be seen receiving something, because
Yeah.
those are the people that get the worst attitudes, the people that you don't highlight, the people that you don't take pictures with. You feel me? And then you
Yeah.
say the people you take pictures with, all right, is out here, is documented, so I can't really snap.
Yeah.
You feel me? Hey, that's what it is, because I'm going to start taking pictures when I give people stuff.
Nah, I don't want a picture.
I don't want
because
one either.
see, it's what I do for the Lord.
Yeah, but
See, that's where I'm at with it. I'm always there with it.
I need the Lord to smite some people then.
Oh my gosh. Cut it out. Cut it
Don't they say
out.
that? Ain't that in the Bible? Smite.
It is.
Nah.
Cut it out.
Smite them. Smite them.
No.
He takes care of him in his own way.
Yeah, the universe definitely works out.
I
It
think
definitely
so
does.
He takes care of his own
with that
way.
growth in it, right? When
Right.
you're in a place to give and not, expect that exchange.
Right.
It's that teaching moment, right? Where you can give freely. Like we talked initially when we first got on about being a cheerful giver, right?
Right.
And we know that people do have those expectations,
Yes,
right?
they do.
And I kind of hit on, sometimes I feel like I'm selfish because I enjoy giving. Like, I know that I'm gonna get it back,
Right.
and I know I'm gonna feel good doing
Or-
it. I can't tell you how many giveaways, drives, donations, whatever. But I also know that I find myself in a space sometimes where I burn myself at both ends because I'm just going, giving.
Right.
So that self-preservation, that
Right.
self-care is essential. That time that we take to receive the lesson out of it, because sometimes that person saying, but I did this for you, might be for you to say, hold on, wait, you did do that. Let me take inventory of myself. And am I giving in the right way?
Yes.
Am I being a good steward of what I have? And if I gotta keep giving to you, is this the best place for my resources to go?
It might not be.
It might
You know,
not
so
be.
so sometimes that lesson we keep getting those interactions because we didn't learn the lesson in it. So I'm grateful for those moments,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
and I'm grateful for whoever's liking, sharing, and
Right.
and getting this $100.
Right. Like, share, comment to get the $100. Don't be scared to leave a comment. I don't care if you're just tagging yourself, if you're tagging your son, if you're adding highlight to it, right? It's getting out there to other people, right? So like, tag, share, and comment, bro. Please.
It's
I
Giving
would
Tuesday,
appreciate
and
it.
we are giving you the resources and the real with the real, right? So we are sharing the organizations. They are keeping it real with you. They are answering the questions, and we are giving you the real money.
Absolutely.
Get with it.
Well, now we got another interview. We got the Purple House Project.
Purple House.
Right.
All right.
Let's go.
CMPRadio.net, man. You know, it's your boy Uncle P, man. And this is the Giving Tuesday Telethon, man. We are bringing together a lot, not all. I wish I could get all of them. I wish everybody had the time or the availability to come through. But, you know, we're getting together who we can get together to talk about what they're doing in the community, man. Today is a great day for giving, a great day for talking, and today is our first guest, right? This is the people from the Purple House Project, man. PA, man. Christine Joy, how are you?
Hey, Uncle P, I'm doing good on this rainy day. How are you?
Right, rainy, snowy. They said it's supposed to snow a little later.
A little winter remix.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's not even winter yet. Winter doesn't start until my birthday, so I'm a little upset that it's snowing. Hey there. I like to bring it all in.
Yes. Season change.
Right. So let's get into it, man. Who does your organization primarily serve?
So our primary focus is women impacted by intimate partner violence, domestic violence, but we serve any and everyone in the community who needs the services.
Okay. And what services do you provide?
We provide case management services. We recently got a contract with Community Behavioral Health to offer therapy for clients who receive Medicaid at no cost. We provide personal care items. We host and attend community events. And we do a lot of connection to social services.
Okay. All right. What inspired the founding of your organization?
So a couple of things, but one of the biggest things is I'm a licensed social worker by profession, and I feel like there's a lot of gaps in services. Like there's so many resources out here, but people don't know how to connect to resources. Also, intimate partner violence, domestic violence is something that has been prevalent in my family, and I feel like the women in my family didn't know about the resources that were available to get them through the healing process. And so my goal at Purple House Project is to help people connect to resources, eliminate barriers to care, and to inform them, as well as empower them as well.
Now, since the beginning of CMPRadio.net, when we were in the old building, right, you have always been on the website. You know, I appreciate what you're doing for women that are experiencing troubles at this time, right? So, 100% support, right? You get my support however I can help. You feel me? I'm always there to help. But right now, you're doing Giving Tuesday, but you're selling sweatshirts.
Yes.
So tell me more about the sweatshirt. What the sweatshirt? Who's it inspired by? What is it for? Right? What do you hope to give with this sweatshirt?
Yeah, so this is our vintage logo sweatshirt. Every year we usually have a saying from "Say It" to "I got you, sis" to "Wear your love proudly," and it's just like an affirmation that we've put on all of our shirts throughout each year. And so we decided that it would be pretty cool
to like put all of our logos throughout the years. We're 9 years old throughout the years to put them all on one sweatshirt. And so we're calling it the vintage logo sweatshirt. And so people who purchase the sweatshirt, these funds go to general donations, and we're able to use it for our case management services, our personal care item services, for when we host and attend community events. All of these sayings on the shirts are different empowerments. So like the say it one with the lips is like our saying was like say it even when your voice shakes. And that was when we was raising awareness about the importance of like advocacy. And then I got you, sis, is like a form of endearment that we give to the ladies. Like any and every time we connect someone to resources and they're like, oh, thank you so much. And then our favorite saying is, I got you, sis. Like, because we believe that like we gotta all work together in order to end domestic violence. Our hope is that no one feels shame when they're accessing our resources, and that we know that it takes the average woman like 7 times before she leaves a domestic violence relationship. And so having different affirmations, knowing that people got their back, really helps with the transition process.
Absolutely, absolutely. Are there any specific goals or other campaigns that you're focusing on this Giving Tuesday?
Yes. So we recently, I didn't even announce it yet,
Right,
Uncle
right.
P.
I'm
So
sorry.
we recently partnered with Collingdale Borough. We
Okay.
have a space, and so our hope is to not only for storage but also for distribution.
Come
And
on,
so we are in need of personal care items. Like
come
we
on.
had a large amount of personal care items over the summer. I brought some to the
Yep.
Fusion
Yes, you
Friday.
did. Yes, you did.
But we ran out. And so one of our
Right.
favorite things is to offer like personal care items like diapers, wipes,
Hmm.
menstrual products,
Right.
hygiene products.
Right.
Because as you know, like groceries are expensive.
Yeah, very expensive.
Personal care items are even more expensive.
Right.
And
Right.
nothing is worse than when you got to decide between, am I going to get some food for my family or am I going to get those menstrual products for me?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And so we're trying to reduce that barrier.
Hmm.
We're trying to like get as many personal care items as we can. We got a wish list as well, and so maybe I could drop the link for our wish list on Amazon. um
Absolutely.
Also, we want to make this space more accessible, and so we're trying to make it like a boutique as well. And so on our wish list you'll find like shelves and things like that. And so our hope is that people can come in and get whatever they need for free, whether everything from head to toe, whether it be personal care items, hair care products, clothes, shoes. And then it'll also be like a touch point for people to access case management services. So being able to apply for county assistance resources, being able to apply for state resources as well. So
Right.
that's what we're working on.
Right.
So personal care items.
Right. Personal care items. Listen, I'm super proud, right, that you are doing this, right? There are not a lot of opportunities for our young women to receive, right?
Yeah.
They have to do in order to receive, right? So I appreciate you doing this. I always tell you, any way I can help out, I'm here for it, right?
Yes.
If you want to do some videos and promote them on the radio station, you have the radio station. This is what it's about, right? It's about
Yes.
us working together in unison to get things out to our community and show them that they are important and get them to love each other and love themselves first, right? So
Yes.
this is absolutely man. I'm not going to cry. What partnerships and collaborations are you particularly proud of right now?
Well, definitely the collaboration with you all, because I remember like when we first started off Purple House Project. I think we've been rocking like for a while now. So
Yeah, yeah,
definitely the collaboration with you all. Our collaboration with community behavioral health is super major.
right,
Being a small but mighty organization, being able to build
yeah,
insurance is
yeah,
huge.
right, right,
And so we're really super proud of that. Prevention Meets Fashion is who we often connect to, is another proud um collaborator. And then the Cat Center, I love connecting people to the Cat Center.
right,
Whenever I find somebody who says they live in Chester, I'm like, have you checked out the Cat Center? They got this and this going
right,
on. And so
right.
those are some of my favorite ones to
Okay,
connect with.
awesome. Now, how can community members get involved beyond donating? Right, I don't know if you need volunteers. You need people.
Always.
Always need volunteers, right? Same
Always
thing
need
here.
them.
But
Yeah.
how can people get involved with you beyond donating?
They can volunteer on our website, purplehouseprojectpa.org. We have a section for volunteers. We often use volunteers at our community events. And so in November, we just wrapped up our turkey drive. We served 44 families. We were able to get 38 meals delivered to 44 families. So that was pretty powerful. And the volunteers made it happen. They were like with us, like stuffing the bags, picking up the donations. So that's super helpful. And then also just like serving as like social media ambassadors as well. Like the more like you would be surprised at how powerful just sharing the information is. Like just sharing a post is you never know who's going to see it. So that's ways. And then also just emotional support for our clients as well. We're always looking for volunteers.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we always have our challenges. The
Uh-huh.
things that I say they're mountains you have to climb, right? And
Yeah.
they don't stop you, right? If you have a push, if God puts something in your ear to get something done, you're gonna want to get it done no matter what obstacle you have to overclimb, right? Or climb over, right? What is your biggest challenge your organization is facing right now?
Funding.
Mm,
I
that
work with
money, right, right,
money.
right, right,
So funny story. I work with Top Business Solution. Sade, I'm telling you, I love the folks in Chester are amazing. I
right,
feel like most of our collaborators are in Chester.
right.
And she was doing our tax forms for us, and she was looking at our numbers. And when we look at our numbers, it don't make sense. You know what I mean? But because of community members coming together, donating, we're able to provide the services. But funding is one of the greatest challenges because we're able to do the work like hands down, but like we have to be very, very innovative, I will say, in how we access services. And so funding is one of our biggest challenges. Applying for grants, we have gotten grants in the past, but like getting new grants have been a bit of a struggle lately. And it's because, so many organizations are in a great need. And, we are often competing with like bigger organizations as well. But what we offer is like very unique. It's a very innovative way of accessing services. And so at times some funders don't really see the need, but like you see it like when we're at events, like people come up and we offer services that like fit the needs of the populations that we serve. Like we like to meet people like exactly where they are, whether it be in a park in the summertime or whether it be at a community event. Our goal is to reduce barriers to care, and so a lot of these grants that we've been applying for, unfortunately, we haven't gotten them lately,
Mm,
whether because of budget size, but
right,
like our impact, like last year alone, we serviced 150 people with
right,
like personal care items. Like, you know
right.
what I mean? And that
A
all
lot.
came from donations though, like which is super powerful, but how much more of an
What can
impact
we do?
what we could we do? You know what I mean? And like the personal care items, we deliver them to people. Like either
Mm,
they come to the community events or we have a partnership with DoorDash and
right.
like they get delivered because nobody wants to carry a case of diapers on a bus with their 3 kids. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And so those are the things we think about when we like provide services.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Super proud of you, man, your organization and everything that you're doing in our community. What goals are you hoping to accomplish in the next 3 to 5 years?
Our goal is to have a physical space, and so like the idea of Purple House Project is like everything being under one roof, because nothing is more difficult than having to go here for mental health services, here for personal care items, here for like food services. And so if we could provide all of the resources under one roof, at a place that's accessible, whether it be like wheelchair accessible to transportation, that's like our ultimate goal in the next 3 to 5 years, as well as like to grow our practice as well. So far, we have one therapist, but our goal is to grow our therapists so that we can like provide even more free therapy to people in the community, because there is a need for therapy, but a lot of times people aren't able to find good therapists because a lot of a turnover in these community mental health organizations. And so our goal is to provide good quality therapy to people that look just like us by people that look just like us. And so that's another one of our goals as well.
How can people stay connected to you after Giving Tuesday?
They can stay connected to us by going on our website, Purple House Project PA, and submitting their information. We send out emails every once in a while about like events that we got going on. Our social media, Purple House Project PA on Instagram and Facebook. That's a really good resource because not only do we share information about what we got going on, but we also share information about resources that are happening in the community as well. And so I would say social media as well as our website.
Yeah, I had the wrong website name up. I'm sorry. Right.
purplehouseprojectpa.org. Yep.
I gotta come in. It's coming right there. See, I'm sorry. I'm doing this all while we're doing the show, right? So I'm a little. My left brain is like cut into sections right now, so I'm just trying to. But
They'll find us. They'll
yep,
find us.
listen, I just changed it. Purplehouseprojectpa.org is where you can go to find out what's going on, where you can receive help, and all this good stuff. When you were talking about having a space, I've always dreamt of having a community space in the
Yeah.
community, right? Inside of this community space, right, is everything that we're doing, everything that these nonprofits are doing in the community to
Yeah.
help, right? And I was like, why can't we get this together? Why can't we all come together? All of us, all of our nonprofits come together and reach out for a huge grant that will help us build this place. Now, inside of this place would be a universal swimming pool, because I love swimming pools. You feel me? An
Yes.
inside joint, basketball courts for Biddy to play basketball. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then rooms and different offices for every different nonprofit in the area to come through and give resources to the community, right? We can
Yes.
help ourselves. Honestly, we
Absolutely.
can.
Absolutely.
You feel me? I truly believe that. So it when you say that, it's like everybody wants space. Everybody needs
Let's
space,
come
right?
together. Yeah. I
Yes,
would
let's come
love to have
together.
an office. I would love to have some offices at your space.
Right, absolutely. So I'm working on that, but hopefully, if it happens, it happens. And no, it will happen.
Yes, it will
If it
happen.
happens, it will happen. What does giving back mean to you personally?
Giving back is a form of empowerment. So I have a story, if I can
Go
share a quick
ahead,
story.
go ahead. This is
Um,
your time, not mine.
so a couple of weeks ago, and this was like a really touching time, and I don't know if you feel like this as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, like, is what I'm doing making sense? Am I making an impact? I don't know if you ever experienced that, but sometimes I experience that.
Every day, right? Every day.
And so a couple of years ago, we had a client who fell on some really hard times, and she just left a domestic violence relationship. And at that time, we did what we do best. We showered her with resources. I said, "What do you need?" And she's like, "I need coats for my babies. I need a turkey for the holiday. I need this and this." And so we got her everything she needed. Fast forward, she's on her feet. This year, she texted me and she was like, "You helped me so much last year. I want to provide a coat for a client of yours and their child." And I
Wow.
was like, "Wow!" And then literally in the same week, another lady was like, "Hey, you gave me a turkey a couple years ago. I currently work at this organization that offers like financial assistance to women who have children under 3. I want to share it with your resource. I want to share it with your organization because you're a trusted resource." And so for me, giving back looks like those examples. Like, you know what I mean? Like you give
Empowering
back.
others to give back, right? Empowering others to love on
Exactly.
other people, right?
Exactly, because it's not a requirement to
It's
like
not
act. So we're not saying like at
hard.
Purple House Project, once we give you this coat, then
You
you
got
need
to
to get
give us
somebody else.
right. No,
But the feeling that like, hey, someone looked out for me, someone said I got you, sis, so now I can say I
right.
got you, sis, to somebody else. That's what giving
Come
back
on,
looks like
man.
to us.
Come on, man. Come on, man. It's touching when you see the things that you do grow out into your community and give back and stand up and do other things, right? So I'm super proud of you and everything that you're doing right now. And Fusion Friday is coming back next year.
Yes.
We're trying to do all 12 wards in the city. I want to go
Okay.
outside, but I gotta I keep telling people I gotta make sure the roots are here in Chester.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
And then we can branch out, right?
Yeah,
But
for sure.
first is setting the roots, right? And making sure
Absolutely.
we go into every ward and we give resources and let them know about the different nonprofits that are in the area. You feel me? Ask
Yeah.
them questions about the leadership that they have. Make sure they know who their ward leaders are, who their block captains are. Make
Yeah.
sure everything is lined up. Then
Yeah.
we can go out to other locations. And I can't leave until I do that. So this year we'll be doing that. I hope to see you. I hope
We'll be there. This year I gotta be prepared like everybody else with a tent. But because it was hot. But
it was hot. And you got to bring your tent. You got to bring your
as long
tent.
as you got that water ice though, because I'm
Yep.
there. I like
Okay.
that CMP mix.
Absolutely. We'll definitely have the water ice. I told him to mix it up for me. I said mix it up so I ain't gotta put it on. But everybody liked it, right? So
Yeah.
what was it? It was
It was a pineapple, cherry, and was it
and
mango?
mango.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
mango.
CMP mix.
CMP. That's CMP.
Yeah.
Cherry, mango, and pineapple, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you taking the time. I know you're at work. I appreciate you for everything that you do with the Purple House Project PA. Remember everybody, right? You can get a t-shirt, man. I got you, sis, t-shirt, man.
CMPRadio.net, man. It's your boy Uncle P. No, I am not on camera, but I can change that. Hold on 1 second.
Quan, pull it up.
No, I'm not pulling up Quan. I'm just, I'm supporting the people that support me.
Okay.
You feel me? Like,
Talk about it.
Quan is a videographer. Everybody know Quan Knox in the city of Chester, right? He's a videographer, man. He captures all the moments. He shoots the intros and the outros for the show. If I call him and say, yo, I need you to come out here and record this, he comes out, he records it. He keeps it moving. I don't know who that is, but they might as well walk on there. Come in! But anyway, right? But no, I think we're done for right now.
Yep.
We thought we
But
would
come back.
We thought we would be able to do this for a full 8 hours. Come in! Yes! Oh, come on in. Who that, Miss Pat?
Yes.
Yeah, just walk on in. You good. You can. Your family.
We established that. You family.
Right, just
I'll
walk
just
in.
roll up in here.
Yeah.
Come on.
Knock and roll in.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Of course.
So we'll be back at 1:50. We have Making a Change group coming at 2:00.
Yeah, and we have some special messages from CMP Radio Foundation at 2:30.
Yes, we do. And that's about it. I appreciate everybody.
That's not about it. We got some more people coming through.
All right, who else we got?
We got some people.
I was just not going to say who it was, but you want me to say who else is coming through?
At 3:00, we got Circle.
Yes.
At 3:30, we got City Team.
Yes.
At 4:00, we got the Cat Center. At 4:30, we have Health Educated. And at 5:00, we're going to wrap it up.
Yes, we are.
Thank you for kicking it with us all day.
So far.
Yeah, so far.
All right.
Make sure you like, comment, share, tell a friend and tell a friend.
Do you want the $100?
Get
is the
this
question.
money.
Like
I want the $100.
I'm trying to figure out.
Thank you.
Right, I'm trying to
Get the
Do
money.
you want the $100 or not?
We're giving this Tuesday.
It can't really be that difficult. Maybe it is. Maybe the fact that you talk can't outweigh the money. It's $100.
It is.
So share, like, and comment. It's not that hard. Right? Don't hop on the live and come in and not say anything. Hop on
You
the
gotta
live.
engage. You gotta be active.
You gotta engage.
We gotta see you.
We gotta
so
see
that
you.
we can enter you in our raffle.
Right.
So that we can have a true randomized system. We're not rigging it. We not just we like this person. We want to
No,
pick them.
I'm not. Because if that's the case, I would give
All the money to me.
We will have $400 already given out. Aisha Staples, Rachel Carson, Gio, and Umpa. Right? I could do it easy like that, but I'm not trying to do it like that. And I'm not trying to give money to people that work for the radio station. I'm trying to give it to the people that don't. I'm trying to give it to the people in the community. I'm trying to make it make sense for somebody.
This is for you.
It's $100. How doesn't $100 make sense to you? Make it make sense to me, because
It don't make sense to make dollars.
$100 always made sense to me. Like, you gonna give me that?
No sense like CENTS.
No,
Don't make
like-
sense to make dollars.
Oh, okay.
You got it?
Yeah, I get
Oh,
wordplay.
okay.
Yeah, that's what she do, right? She has a master's or a doctorate. A master's.
Oh, we can speak a doctor into.
Yeah, we can
into the
speak it.
equation.
Let's go ahead. Do that.
I do
Or
carry
they-
an MBA,
they
though.
do the T. Yeah.
According to the Trump administration, that's not a profession, though. That's not a professional degree.
What?
Yeah.
Since when?
Since, he just be talking. I know, right? But also, he said nurses aren't professionals either. Craziness.
So when he dies, it'll be his fault.
I mean, is he alive? Is he living?
He got money, and that's the whole thing.
Through bankruptcies. But we're not going to go there.
Share the live.
Yes.
Comment on the
Share,
live.
like, comment.
Like the. I'm not gonna even tell. I didn't even make you like the page. I said I like it. Share and comment. Add highlight. We get more people in here so they can win this $100. We
Get
got
fish money.
We got what we got left? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 more.
2 o'clock, pull up, making a change group. But we gonna get on at 1:50.
Okay.
We got to take care of us. We need to hydrate. We need to eat.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So 2 o'clock, making a change group. 2:30, you're gonna have some special announcements from CMPRadio Foundation.
Right.
3 o'clock, circle. 3:30, city team. 4 o'clock, the CAT Center. 4:30, health educated, and we're gonna close it out at 5. Be there,
Let's go. You either gonna get the money or you're not.
or I'm gonna just take it all.
No, if y'all don't.
We got some programming we could do,
Definitely got some programming we could do.
but we're trying to get back to the community.
Man, listen,
And we have some amazing organizations you can support. So come on with your time, talents, and treasures, and let's do this.
CMPRadio.net.
It's the station.
It's the station.